Sutton Stracke told Diana Jenkins no more. Bravo unveiled a sneak peek for Part 2 of the three-part Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 12 reunion. The first part started with a bang last Wednesday. It ended with Garcelle getting into an explosive fight with newcomer Diana Jenkins. She unveiled that she's opened an investigation into the racist comments against her 14-year-old son Jax. Garcelle feels that Diana has something to do with it. She also pointed out the social media posts that Diana made about her on Instagram. At the end of the episode, Garcelle asked her to leave her alone. Garcelle's friend Sutton Stracke also got into a feud with Diana. However, she refuses to speak with her. Read on to learn more and to see the sneak peek for yourself. As Rhobh fans already know, Diana and Sutton Stracke weren't on good terms this season. The two immediately went head-to-head. The latest sneak peek for Wednesday's episode of the Rhobh Season 12 reunion shows Garcelle confronting Diana, who attended the event virtually. Garcelle told Diana that she doesn't hate her, she just wants to be left alone. She's hoping that the Bosnian native gets the message straight. Garcelle asks Diana to stop posting about her on social media. Diana then accused her of calling her evil on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills after show. Host Andy Cohen said, "Is that because you called Sutton as ********? Sutton Stracke grimaced when he said the derogatory word. Diana wanted to know what was worse, being called the C word or being called evil. Andy responded, the C word. However, Diana didn't believe that. It caused a heavy debate among the cast. Lisa Rinna admitted that she called herself evil. Erica Jane and Dorrit Kemsley feel that it's worse to call someone evil. It was also noted that Sutton Stracke called Diana soulless at one time. The two are not interested in hashing out the drama. Sutton Stracke told Andy that she doesn't have anything else to say to Diana. She was speechless at that moment. Garcelle laughed at Diana's reaction to the situation. She admits that she was shell-shocked. Diana assured Garcelle that no one in this group would go after her son. She revealed that she also filed a lawsuit to find out what happened with the Instagram bots. Garcelle said she's hurt by what happened, but she's not sharing stuff on social media about Diana. She didn't want to entertain it any further. What are your thoughts on Sutton Stracke and Garcelle's reaction to Diana? Do you think Sutton should have said something? What are your thoughts on Rhobh Season 12? Sound off below in the comment section. Part 2 of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 12 reunion airs on Bravo on Wednesday, October 19 at 8 p.m. ET. Check back with TV Shows Ace for more news on Sutton Stracke. Channel Adams is a reality TV addict. She's been writing about entertainment and pop culture since 2006-7. When she's not writing about television, she reflects on early aughts culture on Substack. Sutton Stracke, a Southern belle with a penchant for culture, found herself once again embroiled in the tumultuous world of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Rhobh. Her latest confrontation, a face-off with Diana Jenkins, had the makings of an unforgettable reality TV moment. This time, though, Sutton was ready to put an end to the drama, and her words, "no more," resonated with the kind of finality that even the most seasoned Housewives watcher could not ignore. The calm before the storm. Sutton Stracke, known for her impeccable style and Southern charm, had initially entered the Rhobh scene with an air of quiet sophistication. But beneath her genteel exterior lay a steel resolve that had been tested time and again during her tenure on the show. With her emotions often laid bare, Sutton was not one to shy away from speaking her mind, even if it meant ruffling a few feathers among her fellow housewives. Diana Jenkins, on the other hand, was the epitome of the Beverly Hills lifestyle, wealthy, glamorous, and unapologetically direct. Diana, who joined the cast later, brought with her a sharp tongue and a seemingly endless supply of bold opinions. Her entrance into the Rhobh universe had already sparked controversy, and her interactions with Sutton were a powder keg waiting to explode. A series of unfortunate events. The tension between Sutton and Diana had been simmering for weeks, fueled by misunderstandings, harsh words, and the ever-present pressures of reality TV. The two women, both strong-willed and uncompromising in their own ways, clashed on more than one occasion, with each confrontation escalating in intensity. It all came to a head during a lavish dinner party, the kind that had become synonymous with the drama-filled Rhobh franchise. The setting was perfect for a showdown, an opulent mansion, candlelight flickering over crystal glasses filled with the finest champagne, and a table adorned with the most exquisite floral arrangements. Beneath the veneer of luxury, the atmosphere was thick with unresolved tension. Sutton, who had been quietly nursing her grievances, finally reached her breaking point. The evening had started with polite conversation, but it didn't take long for old wounds to be reopened. Diana, never one to hold back, made a snide remark that struck a nerve with Sutton. What followed was a verbal sparring match that left the other housewives wide-eyed in shock. The breaking point as Diana continued to press Sutton's buttons, it became clear that this was not just another petty argument. The history between them was too deep, the emotions too raw. Sutton's usual calm demeanor began to crack, and for the first time it was evident that she had had enough. "No more," Sutton declared, her voice firm and unwavering. The words hung in the air like a gauntlet thrown down at Diana's feet. This was not a request or a plea, it was a command, a line drawn in the sand. Diana, taken aback by Sutton's sudden show of strength, attempted to regain control of the situation, but Sutton was no longer interested in playing the game. She had come to a realization that many housewives before her had struggled with. Sometimes, the only way to win is to stop engaging in the fight altogether. A turning point in the season. Sutton's confrontation with Diana marked a turning point not just for her, but for the entire season. The other housewives, who had been content to let the feud simmer in the background, now found themselves reassessing their own positions. Was it worth it to continue the endless cycle of drama, or was it time to seek peace and move on? For Sutton, the answer was clear. She had spent too much time and energy defending herself, trying to prove that she belonged in the glamorous yet cutthroat world of Beverly Hills. But in that moment, standing up to Diana, Sutton realized that her worth was not determined by the approval of others. She had nothing to prove, and she was no longer willing to be a pawn in anyone's game. The rest of the season saw Sutton adopting a more measured approach to her interactions with the other housewives. While she was still willing to speak her mind, she did so with a newfound clarity and purpose. The drama was still there. This was Rhobh, after all, but Sutton was no longer defined by it. Instead, she focused on her friendships, her family, and her own personal growth. The aftermath: as the dust settled from the confrontation, the other housewives couldn't help but notice the change in Sutton. She seemed lighter, more at peace with herself. Diana, on the other hand, was left to grapple with the fact that her usual tactics had not worked on Sutton. The power dynamics within the group shifted, with Sutton emerging as a force to be reckoned with. Fans of the show, who had watched Sutton's journey from the beginning, were quick to rally behind her. Social media was abuzz with praise for her bravery and strength, with many viewers expressing their admiration for the way she handled the situation. In a world where reality TV often glorifies conflict, Sutton's refusal to engage in unnecessary drama was a refreshing change of pace. The bigger picture: Sutton's declaration of "no more" was more than just a moment of personal empowerment. It was a reminder to all the housewives, and indeed to all viewers, that there is power in setting boundaries. In a show where emotions run high and relationships are constantly tested, knowing when to walk away is a skill that is often overlooked. For Sutton, the journey was far from over. There would be more challenges, more confrontations, and more opportunities for growth. But this time she was ready. She had found her voice, and she was determined to use it on her own terms. As the season continued, the other housewives took note of Sutton's transformation.